it's a at least 48 through 53, I think, Gibson ES150. There's no serial number, no phone number to pin the date down, but these inlays here indicate it to be from that time period. I have two others, which is the only reason I'm selling it. I love the guitar. You can see there's some little bit of finish flaking there. The original finish on the top. There's no cracks. This is a replacement pick guard from Sea Rocker Guitars. That's like $80 with the brackets and stuff. You can see how it matches fits in that over the pickup perfectly. Finger marks on there. There's no binding separation. Let's see if you can see. Not so much there, but on this side, you can see those kind of cracky looking things. They aren't cracks in the wood, that's just in the finish. It kind of like separates and melts. Some of my other Gibsons are doing the same thing. And there's some on the back right there. It's not scratches, it's just like the finish kind of separating. Not coming off the guitar, but just kind of like coming apart. You can see there's curly maple under the brown there. There's no construction issues. There's no cracks or anything. The only issues, there's an added strap pin there. The back of the neck was refinished by somebody. And right here, there's some discoloration from when he kept it in a stand. That's common with some nitro finishes and then rubber guitar stands. I don't think I've never tried to get it off, but because it's just an old guitar. So, you know, it's 70 plus years old. There's going to be stuff, you know, dings and marks. I mean, there's dings all over it. So he refinished the back of the neck, and it's the brown mahogany that matches the back here, but then as you go up, I don't know if you can see that, as you go up farther, it turns to almost an opaque black. And I didn't even notice this for years. I've had this for about 5 years. And so my first thought is, well, maybe it's hiding a headstock crack or a repair, because then once you get past it, it turns to a brown at the... I'll get this plugged in, but hold on, I'll just move the phone. You can see it goes to a brown, an opaque brown on the headstock, and then black right in there. And three reasons, I guess. He didn't mix the finish right, or it's hiding a repair, or he went black because the front of the headstock is black and it's supposed to be black, and then put brown at the top of it. But there's absolutely no other evidence of a repair in here other than the color. There's not a raise, there's not a crack, there's not a blemish of any sort on the front or the sides. So if it is hiding a repair, it's the most expert repair I've ever seen. Because usually, I mean, I don't have a black light thingy that supposedly if there is a repair they could see that, but I don't care because, I mean, you know, if there's a crack here and I saw it and I worried about it, then I'd probably worry about keeping the guitar. But it's, like I said, I've had it for years. I don't know when this repair was done. These tuners are obviously replaced, and then when he refinished the headstock, he filled the holes, the old holes from the old tuners. These are Schallers. They work really, really well. They're really solid. I believe since that was, I believe this is a replacement Gibson logo, and then this is, you know, lacquered over the top of it, so it's not going to come off or anything. It's perfectly smooth like factory. I think this nut is original, bone nut. The only other kind of weird thing is this first inlay here is kind of popping up out of it's not as nestled as it should be. It's kind of popping up, so if you play, depending on where, you can kind of feel a little, you can feel the abalone kind of raising up a little bit. That might bug you. It doesn't bug me, but it's easy fix if it does bug you. And the bridge on these should ideally be at 1 inch, which is that line right there on my finger, that first line. And this one is at about 7/8. It's about 7/8 of an inch. And the truss rod is all the way tight, which means that at some point this guitar might need a neck reset. It might not be 10 years from now, 15 years from now, or ever. Because it plays great the way it is. You don't need to adjust the neck. But that is a possibility. And like I said, I've had it 5 years and it hasn't needed any sort of repairs or anything. But just I believe in full disclosure and honesty. So normally this would be at 1 inch, and you should be able to adjust the truss rod up or down, wherever. You can turn it loose if you want, but it's not going to get any tighter or straighter. And it's set up at 7/8. It's pretty nice action, and it intonates and rings all up and down the fretboard. So here's about full bar chords. Every note rings out. Even the F rings out, so you know there's no warpage in the neck or anything like that. And volume knob, scratchy but works. Tone knob, both work. Anyway, so you can see it plays great, sounds great, and everything works. It's got the back of the neck refinished, possible headstock repair, but I guess I shouldn't say strongly doubt it, because the color is baffling, but if there is a headstock repair there, I can't tell and I don't care. And then, you know, just the possibility of some point in the future you might have to have the neck reset to get, but here's the angle of the bridge. You can see that the strings are really nice and low, very playable all the way up and down. So yeah, the more I talk about it, the more I like it. But but anyway, for those reasons are those are the reasons why it's only $1,500 shipped instead of, if you look on Reverb, you know, $2,000 to, you know, $2,400 in some cases. You know, I think the cheapest I saw last week was $18.99, and I think that one sold. Anyway, that's it. If you have any other questions, you can give me a holler.